We've all seen the trick where the aces are put into separate piles and they all end up back together in one. There's some good amount of work in that, some sneaky moves here and there, some sleight of hand and whatever else. But what if I told you can do it like that? It looks so real. Watch. I'm gonna grab a deck of cards, and more importantly from this deck of cards, I need the 4 aces. So we're gonna grab ace number 1, we're gonna grab ace number 2, ace number 3, and ace number 4, right? We have these 4 aces, we're gonna break them up into 4 piles. Pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. You get the drill. What's gonna happen is, and obviously these aren't piles yet because there's 1 card in each pile, but you'll see that'll change in about a second. I want you to take the deck and I want you to deal 3 cards, right? 1, 2, 3 cards on top of each one of these aces. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. I want you to select any one of these piles. So the club, diamond, spades, or hearts pile. But I don't want you to feel like I'm forcing you to pick any pile by the placement of the aces. I don't want you to feel like you're drawn to one ace. Like a lot of people are like, no, not ace of spades. I want ace of diamonds because, you know, that's cool. But yeah, I don't want any of that influence. So I want you to take this deck and cut the deck anywhere you want. Let's just say right around here. Take this whole pile, turn it face up. Now cut a bit deeper, turn this whole pile face up as well. And you're gonna be stopped at a card. You'll see what it is in a second, but you're gonna be stopped at a card. That card's gonna be one of 4 suits: clubs, diamonds, spades, or hearts. Whatever suit that card is, that's the pile you're gonna take. Just again, to be as fair as possible, we're gonna make the first face down card your selection. And this card is the Jack of Spades. That means the pile that you're taking is the spade pile. I'm gonna square all these up and put them right over here. And just to be sure that I can't touch it in any way, I would want you to take this pile. Maybe if you want to put it back inside the box, you can do that. Do whatever you like, just make sure I can't access this pile. The difficult part is gonna now be getting these aces to jump into this pile. That is, I guess, a lot easier said than done, but it's not impossible. Check this out, right? We're gonna take pile number 1. It has, clearly you saw, it has that 1 ace in pile number 1. And we're gonna try this out. 1 card, 2 card, 3 card, and of course the last card is actually not the ace. Okay. That's 1 ace that vanished. Let's try that again. You can clearly see the ace in this pile as well. 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards. The final card is not an ace. We can put this off to the side as well. And the last pile, you can clearly see the ace is going right into that pile. We do the same thing: 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards, and the final card, no ace. Okay, so if the aces vanished from their piles, where do they end up? Let's take a look at this one that you had in your possession the entire time. Ace number 1, ace number 2, ace number 3, and if we take a look, the 4th and final ace, the pile that you chose, ace of spades. Isn't that amazing? Boom. What up, crew? It is Magic Monday, and this is your place to learn magic, master your performance, and captivate audiences. The effect I'm sharing with you today is known as the 4 aces from the Encyclopedia of Card Tricks. There's a special secret I'm going to share with you for this one. Just watch. But before we dive right into the tutorial, make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, and get ready to have some fun. Now grab your favorite deck, and let's do it. Welcome to the tutorial. Some additional background on this effect. I would rank this mid to high level beginner, and you'll see exactly why. So for this trick, there is a bit of a setup involved, and you need to first grab the 4 aces. The ace of spades, diamonds, hearts, and clubs. Now here's the secret that I told you about. The ace of spades, of course, is a normal ace, but the other 3 aces are actually double facers. And what that means is it has an ace of clubs on one side and a random card on the other side. And each one of the aces is this way, of course, aside from the ace of spades. Now, of course, you can make these cards yourselves by, for example, taking 2 cards, just literally gluing them back to back. It's not going to be ideal, so I'd recommend just buying double facers and grabbing these 3 aces, and the cards on the back really don't matter as much. Now that you have your double facers, you have your ace of spades, the way that you're going to set this up is go a few cards deep, grab a red ace, put it there, go a little deeper, take the ace of spades, put it at that location, go a bit deeper, take the ace of hearts, put it at that location, go slightly deeper, take the ace of, ace of clubs, and put it at that location. Now you also need to grab the other 3 aces. The other 3 aces, of course, are the ace of clubs, hearts, and diamonds of obviously this deck. And these cards are going to be placed 7th, 8th, and 9th from the top. So we have 3 random cards, 3 random cards, and then 7, 8, 9, we have the aces. Then we have 3 random cards again. And then the next card after that, I make sure is a spade. So it can be any spade you want. Make sure the card after that is a spade. So there is a bit of a setup required, like I mentioned. But once all that's done, you're all set to go. Quick recap. Aces, 7, 8, 9 from the top. The 13th card from the top is going to be a spade. And then the other aces are kind of just spread out red, black order from the bottom of the deck. You want to make sure when you pull the deck out not to flash the cards like this, otherwise people will actually see their random face-up cards here, which you definitely don't want them to catch that. So to begin this trick, you're going to do exactly as I did. You're going to say I'm going to take out the 4 aces, and you're going to reverse the order as you take them out. Ace of diamonds, and I make sure to point this deck towards the spectator so they can see exactly what cards I'm taking out, and this way I can make sure not to flash the back of these cards. Ace number 1, ace number 2, ace number 3, and ace number 4. Once all these aces are taken out, square out the rest of the deck, put it off to the side. Now I grab all these aces and I reverse their order. Again, it doesn't really matter, but you want to make sure the, I guess, third pile of 3 that you deal is going to be on top of the ace of spades. So I want to make sure it's this ace of spades is right over there. Now, you pick up the rest of the cards. At this point, I like to give the deck a false cut or a false shuffle. You don't have to, but a false cut that I really enjoy is I break off about 1/3 of the deck like this. I hold the deck in a biddle grip between middle finger, ring finger, thumb on the bottom. Use my index finger to cut off about 1/3. Swing it over to the other hand. Put my pinky here. Swing cut another 1/3 over like this. Take this, put it out right on the table. This goes on top of that. This goes on top of that. And going up to speed, it looks like this. Now, I give the deck a cut, hand it off to the spectator, and tell him to deal off 3 cards on top of each one of these piles. You want to kind of give this to the spectator because you want to maximize spectator interaction. The better or the more interaction people have with it, the more invested they're going to be in this effect. So you have them take the top 3 cards, deal them off here. You could even show them like you're going to take 3 random cards, and you could even flash this towards them. This way they kind of feel a bit more like, okay, these are 3 random cards. There's no setup happening. So they put those 3 cards here. Then they take the next 3 cards, put them here. Next 3 cards, these of course are the aces. They're going to go on top like this. And then of course the last 3 cards are completely random. Then I tell the spectator, I go into the story where I want them to pick any one of these piles, but I don't want them to think I placed the aces in a certain way that they're going to gravitate towards one of them. I don't want them to think that, I don't want them to be biased towards any of the aces. Like a lot of people pick ace of spades, or a lot of people are like, no, not ace of spades, but I'm going to go to ace of diamonds. I like to tell that story to kind of add a bit more to the build-up. So now I say, and this is why I have the next card as the spade, is I want to force this card on the spectator. You can force it in any way that you like. A very simple force that you can just do like I did in my performance. Hand them the deck, break off about 1/3 of the deck, let's say 1/3 to half the deck, turn it face over, put it back on top, then break off a bit deeper into the deck, turn that face up as well. Now the first face down card is going to be their selected card. And I just tell them whatever suit of this card that's going to correlate with the ace, that's just what it is. So spade, spade, heart, heart, club, club, you know what it is. In this case, they pick the spade. You can take the rest of the deck now, put it off to the side, and you're ready to kind of dive in. You tell them they pick the jack of spades, which is a spade, and now their card is, I guess the pile they're going to pick is the ace of spades pile. You can square this up and give it to them. You want to make sure they don't reveal any of the cards in any way. So even if you want, you can take this whole pile, put it inside like the card box, and hand it off to them that way, right? So whatever you want to do, you can go ahead and do that. Now this is where it gets a bit more fun, right? This is where I enjoy the most. You say we have these 3 aces. You want to get them into this pile, and I really like to emphasize that. I'm going to get them into this pile. So I grab pile number 1, right? Grab pile number 1 just like this. And with pile number 1, what I like to do is I kind of hold it close to my chest. You probably saw from the front view of my performance that it's held like this. People can't really see the cards, so they don't know exactly what's going on. So it in a way, it seems like you're doing something shady, but then you're going to reveal that there's, you know, nothing anywhere. You can show nothing in your hands, something in your lap. That'd be a bit weird, just nothing in your hands. But you square it all up, you show there's an ace on the bottom. You're going to start dealing the cards like this. I come here, I grab the top card, push it off with my thumb, turn it face up. I push over the next card, but instead of grabbing this card, I do a bottom deal to a certain extent, where I take the bottom card like this, and I turn that face up. Be careful not to flash this right over here. Turn that face up just like this. That's not an ace. Then you can take the next card. And with the last card, I like to do a slow reveal. I say this is the final card, and maybe give it a flick, slow turn over and say, look at that, the ace has vanished. And then you could show the ace is not in this pile. You're gonna obviously repeat the same process with the next two piles. So this one here, this one like this one like this, one card left. Oh, look at that. Ace has vanished, square, of course, square up the last one. And here I like to come just watch a bit more carefully. Turn that face up. Of course, come do that bottom deal. This is gonna take a little bit of practice. And that's why I said this could be like a high level beginner, right? So the last card, you take that, face up, face up, face up. Of course, you wanna do the slow reveal with the last one. I just throw it right there. And then I like to even quickly show, look at that. None of the cards are the aces. And then the reveal, this is my favorite part. Take this out, you show ace number 1, ace number 2, ace number 3, and then I just like to build up a bit more. The ace pile that you picked, the ace of spades, ace number 4. For more stuff with gimmicked cards, click on this video right over here because it's for you. As always, a huge shout out to all my Patreon producers, and thank you, love you, see you soon.